Reset.
Reset?
Yeah, reset.
Oh.
Bro, I even glitched it and started with 50 blood. Come on, man. That was an extra damage.
Damage.
Stuff's either AFK or not at his thing.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we heard
Yeah.
you last time.
Alright, so whatever happened, shut off my headphone. Something going on with Discord, so I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go then.
All I'm saying is wired master race.
He has wired headphones. They're not wireless.
How did they get turned off?
On Discord. Headphones were still turned on. I couldn't hear anything from Discord, however.
Is there?
Yeah, Discord audio.
Oh, well, that makes more
You
sense.
guys remember when Discord was good?
No, I actually don't.
It's just better than
when it first came
other
out.
things.
When it first came out, it was considered good because it was free. That was it.
Well, the alternative was Skype, and it just never worked.
The alternative was
Or
TeamSpeak, and TeamSpeak was dope as hell.
Yeah, TeamSpeak was fine.
Gen 1. Nayland, wait here for a sec before you go all the way. So I can hit you with the aside.
I remember people from my TeamSpeak server complaining that Discord didn't sound as good.
Generate plus Twister. Twister.
Which was funny because most of them started on TeamSpeak 2, which sounded like absolute ass when you move to TeamSpeak 3 and realize how bad it was.
I remember using that for kind of
Generate plus random fire.
dialect days.
Generate plus twist. Twister. Do keep in mind that we try to optimize our healing, so y'all aren't going to be healed all the time. So if people are missing from mechanics, we'll wipe from it. This is generate plus random fire.
Is this too early?
Yeah. We
Lightning.
still have to do it after the flip hit.
Out.
Go. Back in, check Doom. First one's by Alpha. Oh no. Spread for Fire Tether. Fire Tether between 2 and 3. Ice on fire. Lightning out.
This is stack in.
Make sure you're nice and close to the boss. Go to 2, check Dooms. Go to 3, check Lightning. Lightning out.
Raise.
Save clown.
Tank.
Block. Out.
Think.
Away from boss. Back in. Lightning out. Dragoons.
God.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Alpha on the marker. Bravo away and then on. Charlie on the marker. Everybody else spread. Back in the middle. Kill the boss.
Yeah, one mechanic. Spread out.
Clocks. Away from boss. Back in, stack of.
It's so annoying.
I was like right next to it.
I knew that was gonna happen too.
I'm fine. Get the healers up.
Hands up. March. Get to your spots.
Do your spots. Normal. And go. Stay out, stay spread.
I'm sorry.
I don't have things to do this.
You know, almost get a healer
Healer
OB.
There you go.
Healer OB.
I should be fine as long as this heals me.
Get Senna up. She's in the wall.
Res.
In the middle.
My key.
Delta. Pop sprint. Out of towers. In towers. We unfortunately are not going to do it because we abandoned the bar tower. Or it's the near tower.
Sorry,
but it's
Senna.
not the tower.
It's
I forget the
okay.
twister comes out like 1 whole second after the cast bar.
Hang on, I tried a lower piety build and that did not go well. Okay, I'm good now.
Just remember, after Twin,
Heidi's just
every
Yeah.
twister, as soon as the cast bar is like close to the end or at the cast bar or at the end, start moving and do not stop till you see twisters appear.
Yeah, well for Twin it's like at the end of the cast bar. For that one it's like literally 1 second after the cast bar's gone.
Right. That's why I'm saying just the timing is not like try to feel it out. The timing is just when it gets near the end, start moving and do not stop.
It's not consistent.
It's pretty consistent for me. I mean, if it's not consistent for you, that's fine. But the point is, whenever you start moving that works for you, don't stop moving until you see the twisters. Don't try to time a stop. It's not going to work.
For Senna, we should alter our transition strat for Bahamut transition. If the party is if anyone's below 4K health, then we need a party heal or a party shield day.
I
That
have
was
it,
all.
by the way, and I just ran out of mana. That's what happened.
Are you spamming lucid dreaming?
No, I tried a different build. I had like no piety, but I switched.
Oh, Yeah, I guess nobody told you.
Nobody told me what?
Piety is fucking worthless.
Piety does nothing for MP gen.
Okay.
Like, it does
it's-
something, but it's so insignificant that it doesn't matter.
Generate 1.
Yeah, I tried less piety. Was the thing, because I
Oh,
figured
well,
it
that's
wasn't
a
worth
good
anything.
idea then.
Generate plus Twister. Twist.
The extra piety in your build got you like 200 mana, maybe.
It was
the entire
a
fight.
lot less. It was a dramatic difference.
Generate plus random fire.
It's very silly that Piety effectively does nothing, and Tenacity only does things for old, outdated fights that are broken. Or your damage doesn't matter, like this one.
Tenacity the tank stack.
I don't have a Tenacity build for this, but if I did, I could effectively have Rampart up at all times.
Twister.
Gen plus twist.
Without actually using it. Which is a lot of it.
It's the reduces damage, increases healing, and
Increases damage a little bit.
mild increase to damage. The mild increase to damage was a recent change to try and make it less of a garbage stat.
Well, it always did a little bit for damage, it just didn't do enough. It's still not great now, but like in fights where your damage isn't super important, you can trade off like 2% damage for 20% mid. Which I may switch to eventually because it'll just be really comfy. Lightning.
Stack.
Is this?
Yeah, maybe I should count out the 5 hit for that
Go to
until we
2.
get the time.
Check dudes.
That might help.
Spread for fire tether. Fire tether between 2 and 3. Ice on fire. Lightning out.
Stack out. I love that I just ate the Wings of Redemption, just fucking raw as a tank.
Go. Back in, check Doom. Go to 2, check
Soren.
Lightning.
Soren get
Lightning
raised.
out.
Regardless.
We should let Soren do it unless we have to.
Fire on 4. Blocks.
I can't heal.
Out.
Yeah, I got him.
It's fine.
Block out.
Away from boss. Back in, check fire. Lightning out.
I think I got clipped by the lightning
Yeah.
You did.
by 1. Said.
Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Towards Alpha on the marker.
Spread Buster.
Bravo away and then on. Charlie on the marker. Everybody else spread. In the middle.
Did Soren die?
Soren died too.
I didn't see.
Just fell over.
I was looking the opposite direction. So,
I don't know what he died to either.
first
I
mechanic
was
soon.
staring.
Back out.
Back out. Go out as soon as we're hit. Back in next mechanic.
Lock out.
Go to clocks. Go to clocks. Away from boss. Back in. Buster soon.
Oh, losing Rampart here sucks.
Alright, stack up. The good news is I don't have Evoke now.
Oh, they're 1 minute ago.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I know it looks like I'm not, but I promise I'm fine. Towards your spots. And in your spots. Normal. And go. Stay out, stay spread.
I need babying right now. I don't have Rampart.
I got you.
Faint.
Cool.
I got rid.
I always save my TBN for you there anyway. Because I don't need it. Alright, in the middle, stare at some letters.
I don't have as much to deal with. So.
Oh,
Up, Brent. Out of towers. Out of towers. In towers.
don't
Back towards
bleed.
the middle. I'm gonna pull boss towards 3, but you don't have to worry about that. Alright, we're gonna be going opposite of Bahamut. And checking the quote. One.
Spread donut.
So spread clock spots above the Neuralink, underneath the boss,
Yeah, I didn't make that.
into the Neuralink.
There was no way I could make that. I was too far away.
Yeah, there was one of the tanks died, so we had a Tempest Wing on us.
Are the markers different in a slightly different spot?
No.
The puddles are in a slightly different spot.
Oh, okay.
The puddles are always going to be slightly weird. If we're not going to get them perfect. But that
felt like
was not
really cool.
that was not the issue there.
Yeah, yeah.
The issue was I was slow because I was further out than normal.
I wasn't gonna say it.
And to be clear, me being further out was not because I wanted to be there. But I'll leave it at that.
Nothing like a good tank wipe. Twister.
Not what I would call it.
Generate plus rain of fire. Not rain of fire, baited fire. That's the wrong mechanic. You have collected your SIs. I will charge 10 head pet. Generate plus twister. Twist. Stuff tested muck. Generate plus random fire.
Ow.
Black
Rip.
fire. Rip.
And everyone's dead.
Yep.
I think you lingered too long in one of the puddle stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Twister.
It's almost really funny twister.
Generate one. Okay, 3 foot. Generate plus Twister. Twister. Generate plus random fire. Generate plus Twister. Twist. Generate plus random fire. No.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Lightning.
Out.
Out. Go. Back in, check Doom. Spread with Fire Tether. Fire Tether between 2 and 3. Ice on fire. Lightning out.
Stack in.
Back on the boss's hitbox. Close to it. Go to 2, check Dooms. Go to 3, check Lightning. Lightning out. Fire on 4. Clocks.
In.
Under the boss. 4. Lightning out. Big dudes.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Towards Alpha on the marker.
Buster stack.
Towards Bravo, away and then on. Towards Charlie on the marker. Everybody else stack on 4 as soon as you can.
He's dead.
Back up.
Clean twin, let's go.
Yep, that was twin, alright.
Nail, clean nail, let's go.
Towards your spots. And in your spots. Normal. There is only one pattern. And go.
I like this pattern, it's nice.
Oh boy. I took more damage than I should have there. That is my fault. I got hit by the stack and lived it. Basically is what happened. Everybody in the middle, look at some letters. Charlie.
Charlie.
Up sprint. Out of towers. In towers.
Don't bleed.
Back towards the middle. Don't touch the puddles.
Jesus Christ.
Gonna pull the boss towards 1. In the middle, opposite Bahamut. Remember your spread spots. 2.
Spread, don't.
So, spread about the Neuralink.
Under.
Underneath
Got
the boss.
hit by that?
Yep. Run away if you have the tether.
Sorry.
Out of the Neuralink.
Giga.
Alright, I'm about to take big fucking damage
Well,
after this.
All rezzers are dead. So
I
it's
know.
over.
That's so unfortunate. The 3 reses.
Some of y'all be leaving the Neuralink a bit too late.
Okay, is there something like I was spamming more heals than I should have and trying to get as close as I could, and all 4 DPS just had no healing, so I have no idea.
Are you talking about
For
for
Blackfire.
Blackfire?
Yeah, and we
So-
had one die to healing, and the other one was going to if I didn't spot heal.
I think
I
one
used
person
second
bled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one person bled. I did
Okay.
do the Asylum, but I popped the Asylum when we start running, which usually comes out roughly halfway down the line from that. For Asylum. And then I've been trying to figure out, as far as the regular heals go, what like the best combo things is.
Yeah.
The thing that gets the most reach that we've had the most success with that I've tried was Planetary Medica 2. There I tried a Cure 3 I try to cure 3 from 2 puddle distances away or something like that. I don't know. I don't think that hit a lot of people. So I think the Plenary Medica 2 has the longest reach for me.
And there's no way that DPS can try to run more towards the middle whenever they go to towers, right? Or
They could do the same movement I do, which is like if you're the near DPS, you run halfway between the near tower and the far tower, and then you run back into the far or the near tower. It's like halfway up and back.
I just mean does my heal hit everyone that happens right after the stack?
I think so.
Like
I
both
don't
of
think I
them.
had issues.
After the stack, I don't know, because that's the distance is like 1 to B for the far tower.
Yeah,
like
I'm like
half
slightly
B.
past the tower when I do the second one, just to give you an idea. And I don't
Yeah,
sprint.
they're like over here, and when we were testing the distances the other day, your heal came to here. So you'd be just shy of the person in the far tower over here. So what I usually do for mine, like, let's pretend 2 is the far tower and B is the near tower. I run like right here-ish, and then do my heals and run back. So we could have the DPS run up like here, which they would need to do anyways because they might get shot with a hypernova, and this would place the hypernova out of the tower, and then they just run into the tower after the hypernovas come out.
That would be perfect if you're baiting your hypernova, like before going into the tower, stand in front of the tower instead of behind it, maybe? Is that something we can do? Are we already doing that?
There are a few people that were. I think Stuff is doing that. There are a couple of people that were doing something similar to that. I haven't paid attention to most everybody though on the DPS side, but
it could also just be the bleed.
It's okay if the near DPS does it, but like we can't have everybody do it because it increases the likelihood that a puddle will get shot in the middle, which is why people aren't doing it in the first place.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like, it's okay if the healers do it. That's totally fine. If an extra puddle happens to go over where the healer is, like, that's no stress, but...
Yeah, that's true. Okay, scratch.
I mean, I guess by that logic, everybody
out?
could do it, but...
You have a regen before you go. I think you have Medica as well.
Yeah, everybody has a regen at that point, or should.
You use Medica
and Asylum?
before, right? Yeah, we have Asylum and Physis. Physis also...
Are we talking about for BFT?
Yes.
Yeah, for BFT, we have Asylum and Plenary Medica 2.
Yeah.
So you have
and
2. If we
and
have...
Physis, yes.
Yeah, it's 3 regens. So
it is a struggle.
That should be enough to heal everyone.
I'm just curious.
Yes, it should.
When do you cast your Medica?
The Medica I cast when I'm either near the tower. It's towards the right before the tower.
Then it's definitely way before. I do it like around during the stack.
I feel like our health gets low right during the stack. When we're
the stack does a lot of damage,
twin.
and if we're missing even one person, it does even more damage.
That's probably what's happening, actually.
Oh. You think it's a mechanic issue?
Yeah. Well, like for example, you know, if Nailin gets pinged and dies to Dot, then like that's one person we're down, right? So. But yes, we haven't been LBing it either. We've been trying to do it correctly so we can save the LB for later.
Yeah, good point.
Sure, it's also like some people run fast, some people run to the edge of the puddle. Maybe someone's getting not part of the stack.
Okay. I say we just keep doing it a couple more times. We're all on the same page. See if
I'll also just use my
if someone has
DPS
suggestions, let me know.
Heal.
Yeah, if you guys have your own and you see you're low, feel free to use it.
Yeah, that's probably a great time to use Second Wind if you aren't using it, or similar.
Yeah. There are too many people, it seems like, that needs spot healing.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so many things we can give out at that point. So,
Yeah.
if it helps, tanks don't need anything.
Yeah, 3 levels of regen should be enough if everyone does everything correctly. 3 levels of regen should heal everyone from the fire hits in time for the stacks. But we just have to time them correctly, I guess.
Mhm.
That's the only tricky part. I think I need to do the Asylum later on, or earlier on, and the Medica a little bit later on. Is how I need to time that out. But let's get there and we can fuss about the timing some more after we get some goals in.
Okay, give me 1 second, just like 10 seconds.
Yeah, other than LB, there's no other mitts we can give. So
Yeah, I think we got.
unless we were running
Yeah.
machinist, they could mitt. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're running Kara during BFT. Well, hold up. Sandy, you got Haima for BFT?
Yes.
You've been using
Um,
Haima on me during.
You're. I've been using it on you.
Green tank buster. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I have Asylum up during that too, but like the thing is that after the main BFT hits, then we're healing for the Giggle Flare, and that's easy Cure 3, and I don't have to do anything else. I think the 3 level, we might just be overthinking it. I think the 3 levels of regen is fine, and then the DPS needs to be standing inside the puddle, or inside the bubble, getting the heals, and being close enough to get the heals before they go do the tower. Because it'll be all...
DPS heal.
it's a massive crutch, but we're not doing anything else with them right now. So people can use these.
I don't have any.
I think 3 levels of regen should get you something like 5,000 health per tick. 5 to 6k health per tick. So,
I think second one will just solve all the issues here too.
unless you're taking unnecessary damage, or like you're getting bled or something like that, you should be fine. Anyways, if anyone is back, let's go.
And if you don't have those, you can probably use super potions because you're not going to hit the maximum heal capacity of a hyper potion on most jobs at this level anyway.
Twister. Generate 1. Generate 2. Generate 3 Twister. I messed up my rotation. Fantastic.
What?
GG, it's
Nailing.
over.
Nayland was standing there hoping and praying for an assize, and it didn't happen. The assize never came. She was like, "Where are my heals, though?" Generate plus random fire, or random twister, twist. I don't know how I've seen that literally 1,000 times, and I still get confused. Dyslexia is a real thing, huh? Generate plus random fire. Jihad be thinking random fire, and then it's twister. Every time.
I forgot starting.
Two, 3, 4, 5 fizzes.
Okay.
Lightning.
Yeah, that's
Out.
Go on hit. Go. Back in, check Doom. Spread for fire tether. Fire tether between 2 and 3. Ice on fire. Lightning out.
Stack in.
Oh my god. Don't be afraid. There's only lightning everywhere around you. Go to 2, check Doom.
Sun is just so close.
Go to 3, check lightning. Lightning out. Check fire. Fire on 4. Box.
In.
Under boss, under boss. Lightning out. Dooms.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Towards Alpha on the marker.
Spread Buster.
Bravo away and then on. Charlie on the marker. Everybody else spread.
I might have messed that up.
Go boss.
Stack up.
I need like you.
I got you.
No.
Just see a guy fly past my face.
That was
Towards your
That was
spots.
1 pixel.
to be in an
And in
epic
your spots. In your spots.
Curse.
First. And go. Stay out, stay spread.
Ready the Earth Shaker. It's me. Wild.
Yep, I see.
Bye, Senna. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm Soren, can you get Senna? I'll get the tank.
I'm okay
The tank, he says.
for now.
Center.
On four. Look at some letters. Charlie.
Right.
Top sprint. Out of towers. In towers.
Northwest tower was knocked out.
It wasn't because of the towers.
Northeast.
The towers wasn't the issue there.
I just saw it explode.
Yes, but that's we died before that.
Oh, okay. So what were we missing on that one?
The healer was not in the stack.
Who's the healer?
You.
Is that why we keep dying?
In that instance,
You were
it was
off to
because
the
of
side.
that. But if you need us to move closer to that side for the stack, we can do that. If you want to be able
Sorry,
to
I'm
like
just
stop
being
earlier. No, you're good. Like if you need to stop earlier so you can get heals out or something, that's fine. We can make the DPS run further.
It's a sage.
Honestly, I stopped because I thought that was where we were supposed to stop.
No, you want to go all the way to like the middle of that side essentially.
We're gonna see second pistol probably.
Twist.
The idea with the movement there being that both sides have to move an equal amount.
To answer Nalen's question, I don't know. I don't think you were too fast.
No, you were fine.
Everyone took the stack.
Yeah, you gotta remember that on your screen it's always gonna look like everybody is slow, unless they're just way faster than you.
Generate. I did not. This generate has twisters. Twist. Generate plus random fire. This generate will have twisters. Senna, we shielded the wrong guy. We did. Twister. We both threw shields on Qui-On. He had like an entire health bar of shields. A1 had no shield.
I didn't shoot.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I gotcha.
For his death sentence, he had a full health bar of shields. Three, 4, 5. Business?
Except I wasn't supposed to hear, right?
Yeah, just business.
Yeah.
Just business. All we need.
Lightning.
Out.
Soon as we're hit, go. Back in, check Doom. Fire between 2 and 3. Lightning out.
Stack in.
Go to 2, check Doom. Go to 3, check Lightning. Lightning out. Check Fire. Fire on 4. Blocks.
Out.
Away from boss. Back in. Lightning out. Check Dooms.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Towards Alpha on the marker.
Spread Buster.
Bravo and then on. Charlie on the marker. Everybody else spread. Back into the middle.
Get stuff.
Alright.
Get one mechanic.
Stack in.
Not even a mechanic.
Alright, stack in the spot. Dark Missionary will carry over for the first hit. Which doesn't really matter at all, but, you know, it's a little less damage. Towards your spots. And in your spots.
Counter.
And go. Stay out, stay spread. New spots. Stack in the middle on 4. Look at some letters. Charlie. Off sprint. Out of towers. In towers.
Don't bleed.
Towards the middle.
I got hit.
Pulling boss to 1. We're going to go opposite Bahamut and go to your spread spot. 3.
Spread donut.
Right around the clock.
Under the boss.
In the Neuralink.
Spread near.
And out.
Jisha Flare.
Towards the middle for heals.
about to get slapped.
I honestly forgot about that.
Or flame.
Oh, I don't have. Oh.
In the middle, in the middle. Look for the bosses. Alpha Bravo. Keep moving, don't stop. Find your tower.
Tower on nail.
We're missing one person.
Yeah, there are people.
Rotator,
missing, so we can get them all.
rotator, run.
Ah! Oh God!
Don't stack, just sack them.
Gibraltar dies.
Senna, can you get me? I'll get Soren. Then we'll
Don't stay in
have
the
the
front.
party.
Don't stay in the front. Don't stay.
Get away, get away, get away.
I'm up.
I should be fine.
Okay.
I got Soren. Hopefully Soren can get people up.
Spread out, spread out.
Yep, just spread the clocks-ish, but kind of just go wherever. Just be spread. Alright, I'm going to 3.
So to get to 1.
Okay.
Go quick.
Absolutely targets the same person twice.
Yep, it does. So, okay. So, but confirmed rolls. So, this is brain dead easy. All we do is we have tanks go to 3, healers go to 2, DPS go to 1, and then you just fucking line up.
Yeah, we can just swap out.
Is this the legendary thing I hear where it's like you just have the ranged does the extra DPS one? Because I always hear something that's like ranged 10 strike bullshit.
And I guess there's 2 ways you could do it, right? For the DPS, you could just assign people for each one. So you could say like the first one is always Steph and the second one is always someone else, and they just go and they stand in the puddle and they just stay there whether they get the purple thing or not.
Or something like that, yeah.
And then for the healers and the tanks, you could do the same thing. You just have to swap.
Yeah, tanks just like supports is just it's just targeted roll in, and then you just step out and the other person eats the egg.
I think it'll be easier if you have the targeted person be out for the first one, because if they're trying to like move out and dodge people, they might. Sometimes the egg does like weird wiggly patterns.
Right. So
the person with the marker always takes the second one, and then they stand just directly behind it for the first.
I'm scared of doing that, because then like you're out, you're targeted, the egg is coming towards you, and you have to beat it to the near link, and that is traditionally fucked with debuff time.
Well, you'd be standing like here, right? Then when they get hit, you run in. Which, when they get hit, is roughly the same time the second egg spawns.
Yeah.
So
I think instead of standing out, it would be better if they were lateral to the Neuralink. So, like, if they were over here running this way, would be a lot better than being behind running towards it.
So there's 2 ways you could do it, right? But let's imagine, right, DPS are at 1. So the DPS could just spread around 1. And you could have, like, one of them in each corner or one of them in each cardinal, whatever makes more sense. You want to be far away from it so that you can move in and take your thing. And then whoever gets it could just go in. The other option is you have them all, because you have to be spread either way, because we have to be spread for Meteor Stream. The other option is you have whoever gets it just run to the back as fast as they can.
Which red marker are you talking about, Nayland? Is this there? Are you talking about during Heaven's Call,
for dive bomb so there's 2 markers, right? There's the circular red marker, On Heaven's Fall, post Heaven's Fall, that's just the stack marker from Twin.
Doing in the middle, right?
At the start, there's the red and the green marker, and those are just Bahamut and Twintania targeting. And then
so
the red marker at the end is the stack Fireball from Twintania.
Yes, the circular red marker is Bahamut's dive bomb.
Yeah, for those we bait them in the middle, so they always just go through the middle.
Yes, the idea with the red stack marker is that everyone's resolving rotator, and then as soon as the tower disappears, you step in to stack.
And unlike the green one that appears during nail phase for the dragons, all dive bomb markers that appear lock in as soon as they appear, instead of when they disappear, because fuck you.
So I thought about it a little bit, and I think for 10 strike, probably the easiest and most consistent thing that we can do is have the tanks, healers, DPS take a marker.
Yes.
And then the person who gets marked stands in the marker until they get hit, and then they run past the marker.
10 strike is only... You're overcomplicating it. 10 strike is only hard for DPS. For healers and tanks, you can literally just have one healer stand on the marker and one healer stand behind the marker, and they don't have to move for the first one.
Yeah. Well, when I was talking about doing the stuff, I'm talking from the DPS perspective.
Right, yeah. So DPS just needs to decide how they want to do it.
The person with the marker probably stands here, and then they run out, and one other DPS steps in. We're assuming at the moment that there's only 6 eggs. Then it's 2 sets, right?
The name of the attack scares me, because it's called 10 strike.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, if it's 6 eggs, then we only need one person, and more than we have.
What's the cooldown on Hatch? The Hatch debuff?
That is a good question. I don't know. Never checked.
I think it was in like the teens.
It should be something big during. I'm just wondering if it's somehow different.
Yeah, I can't see what the cooldown. I'd have to look at the video to see what the actual cooldown is. It's called mana hypersensitivity.
Yeah, you got it for like 16 seconds. So at the rate the eggs are coming, there's no way, but there's lots of fucking meteor streams happening. Maybe there's 10 sets of meteor streams.
Yeah, I mean the important thing is we just need to spread.
So I think for healers, what will be easiest is between me and Senna is if I assume position on the 2 marker and cast heals and don't move. If it's targeted on me, I stay on 2. If it's targeted on you, I stay on 2 and cast heals. And then if it's targeted on you after I get hit, you just move in, I'll move out. If it's targeted on me, I'll move out, you move in. We just swap that way. That way I can just go to 2 and start casting heals for the meteor streams. And then that's minimal movement for me.
So what are you...
Yeah, you might have to tell me that again, but really quick, are you saying... I couldn't tell if you were saying that you go ahead and stand on 2 and I'll stand behind, or that we had to adjust to each other.
That's what he's saying. He said he will stand on
The
2,
first one?
you stand behind, and then regardless of who gets it, you stay in position, and then you swap after the first one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The tricky part is it might come fast enough to where the swap has to be that, like, you know, let's say Jihad's on here and it's on Jihad, then the egg comes out, it hits him, and then he has to like run away and like run around and go back through, because it might be close enough to where there's not enough time to just directly swap and have the buff be up. I don't know though, because I'm not sure what the exact timing is.
It looked to me like there was just that the egg would hit on the person on the Neuralink right when the other egg spawned. At least that's what I saw. So it seems to me like if you move right when the egg hits, you should have a little bit of time to move like this far out.
I mean, either way, don't directly swap because meteor stream.
Yeah.
Like try to whoever's here can run back, and then whoever's out should like circle around or something.
Yeah, I think let me put the markers in the right spot.
I think the easiest thing would be if the marked person is out, because the person in it can just sort of eat it, and then they can sort of
move out of the way.
Both people can like rotate clockwise to adjust, and the egg will just home in on the person and hit them in the near link regardless.
So basically then the strategy for everybody is just going to be spread around the thing, and then if you get it, go out.
If you're marked, go out.
How do we
and
decide
for the
priority
DPS,
for
you just
who-
need to have like a prio order or something. that you wanna do.
Dedicate one person to be the person who just eats it most of the time, and if they get targeted, then a backup person who eats it.
And otherwise, you guys need to
That-
decide what you want for your spread spots.
Literally
Noting that
just spread out.
there is no damage to be done during that point, so it's just survival.
Hang out near the healers, maybe. Spread out near Alpha. Otherwise,
It actually might make sense, like if you're not marked and you're not one of the people that needs to be doing it, then like try to rotate around towards the healers.
Yeah. I think like if we are all spread out and we have a far healer, the far healer is not going to be able to reach people.
well, that's why I'm saying the healers, the spare
So?
DPS spread out here, so that they'll be in range of the healers. Because you don't have to worry about the tanks with the meteor stream.
Okay,
tool.
so let's establish like initial spots so everybody kind of has an idea of what we're doing.
let's hold on.
Like I'm gonna move them back here.
make a
Smaller
micro
version.
arena.
So DPS will be around 1. And note that while I am standing close to it, you don't actually want to be close to it, because when the egg explodes, it's a large explosion, and the explosion can still kill you.
Yes.
Did we conclude that we're standing side by side like
Yes.
this, or are we lined up?
We're standing side by side because the idea is if you
We
get
need to react.
Yeah.
Everybody has to react. So for tanks and healers, it's if you're marked, you run back here. If you're not marked, you run into the Neuralink.
Okay.
And then
And do we know
once
if there's a second
once the
one
first
coming out?
person gets, there is a second one. Once the first person
Okay.
gets hit, so like let's do it as an example. Let's say Wayne was marked, I'm unmarked. I get hit, I run back out to my spot, he can run in.
Okay.
I'll be further out than this in reality, but
Yeah.
since it's scaled down.
It's a little cramped over here.
The way that I'm thinking
Sort of-
about it is you just go back to your original spot, essentially. But we can also do clockwise and counterclockwise. That's
I'm
also
thinking.
fine.
I'm thinking. Rotate clockwise with your buddy to maintain spreads. Sort of like this motion.
That makes sense.
At least for the support sides. DPS. Again, I don't know. Does someone volunteer
what's
to
the
be
rotate?
the egg
Someone
eater?
can
It's just for the movement. So if you're
Just
you're
maintain
marked,
spreads. Maintain spreads the whole time.
basically if you're marked, you're just going around like this to come back in from the
Right.
side. If you're
I
unmarked,
can
then you're
always eat
going
eggs
out.
first
Right.
if nobody wants to do it. I don't mind.
Okay. So Gibraltar.
I'll always just stand on the Neuralink then, unless I have it.
Unless you're marked, and then
Stand out.
some other DPS will need to recognize that and eat the egg for you, and then you swap it.
Who wants to be the backup?
Backup egg eater?
Which one of the don't all volunteer at once.
I could sack.
Okay, Sorn will be the flex egg eater. And then I guess so for the DPS, marked person goes north of 1. Unmarked people go to A, spread out at A. Gibraltar will eat the egg at 1, and then we'll swap with whoever. And then hopefully that's the mechanic.
And then we're
Hopefully
done.
we're done.
Then we clear.
The only thing I'm worried about is with Ether and so many movement that I'm not going to be able to heal for like that whole time.
You'll be
The
able
hatch
to.
shouldn't do too much damage. It's only the meteor streams.
There should be time to heal between each of the eggs. As they're coming out, essentially.
You say the meteor streams don't do that much damage, but they do like
No, the hatch
75% of your health. The hatch doesn't, but the meteor streams is what I'm talking about.
Meteor stream only does 723 damage to me.
Yeah, to everyone else it's 75%.
I know.
But it's only not actually. I guess it could happen right after each other. Who knows? We'll have to see it.
Okay.
I need to be right back though. I need like 5.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
fine. We just take break now then.
Yeah, let's just take a break now and come back on the hour.
In the hour.
And if anybody has any questions about the strategy or any other strategies, now is a good time. But also, don't not take a break because you want to ask questions.